Hello, friends, and welcome back to No Static at All, the podcast where we talk about the best music you haven't heard yet. I'm your host, Ian Compton, and thanks for tuning in to episode 3. In this episode, I sit down with indie pop rockers from Richmond, Virginia, Sammi Lanzetta. We talk about their time on the road, the scene in Richmond, and weird encounters staying with random people on couch surfing websites. It was a fun interview, and I'm excited for y'all to hear it. For the first time ever, we're premiering music on the podcast. That's right, premiering songs on the podcast. I'm really excited about it. I hope you are. We're premiering songs from
Sonder Bombs
from Cleveland and Birdgangs from Boston. And then we also have a song that was just released a few days ago from NYC friends of mine, Ghost Pressure. I'm really excited, and I hope you are too, so you better stay tuned and enjoy.
No static. No static. No static at all. No static at all.
Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in to No Static at All, the podcast powered by SweetStatic.com and sponsored by Earthwalk Collective. I'm Ian, and I'm really excited to be here. Excited to talk to you. A lot of good music coming out this week, and I'm really excited to talk about it all. But before I do, I got to tell you about the next Sweet Static show that's happening in Brooklyn. It's a charity benefit for Everytown for Gun Safety, an organization that's raising money and awareness for gun awareness and gun safety across the country throughout many mediums and many people. And it seems like they're doing some good stuff. So we're raising money for them. It's at Pet Rescue with Big Bliss, Logan X, Bizarre Sharks, and Headless Elvis, all New York bands. It's going to be a great night of post-punkiness and just garage, psych, rocky, guitar solo-y goodness. It's at Pet Rescue. Doors are at 8. Music's at 9. It's only $5. It's going to a good cause. And by the way, it's on March 24th, which I realize is a pretty important detail. And if you're in the area, you should definitely be there. But like I said earlier, we got some music to play. We got some music to talk about. Earlier this week, friends of mine and Ghost Pressure from New York released their new song, Sunless Dawn. Mixing atmospheric guitars, driving bass, thumping drums, soaring vocals, perfect harmonies, and a great chorus. If you aren't singing along by the third time it comes on, you're at least off your ass and moving. Don't take my word for it. Go ahead and listen. Next, we have uke punkers out of Cleveland, the Sonder Bombs, premiering their single Shitty Boyfriend. Clocking in at just a minute and a half, it's a quick driving track talking about just getting over your shitty ex. And who can't relate to that? They head on tour next week, so if you're in any of the cities they're hitting up, make sure you're there because you could hear Shitty Boyfriend live. And if you're in Pittsburgh on Monday the 19th, head to Cafe Verona. And if you want to know where that is, message the band directly. Enjoy Shitty Boyfriend.
Well, I think that you can get over your ex-boyfriend. And I know right now that it don't seem like the likely ending for the romance novel you both scratched your names into. But I believe in you. So for now I'll spare the details. He wasn't that great of a guy, and I hate to follow in his footsteps, be the one to make you cry. But you should know that he was a fucking asshole. So I think that you can get over your ex-boyfriend. And I know right now that it don't seem like the likely ending for the romance novel you both scratched your names into. But I believe in you.
The next single I'm premiering today is Roxy by Boston's Birdgangs, featuring psychedelic guitar solos and a driving garage rock vibe. This song kicks ass and has me really excited for the EP Maximum Suction that comes out March 23rd. If you like a good throwback to the 70s, then you're going to enjoy this song.
Why are you staring
that's all I got for new music today, guys. I hope you enjoyed those songs. If you did, go like Ghost Pressure on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that. Go like Birdgangs on Twitter, Facebook, all that. Go like Sonder Bombs on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all that. Go buy their music. Go see them live when they're touring. Keep up with them and support your local music scene. Now, a few weeks ago, I had the pleasure of sitting down and talking to Sammi Lanzetta off of 6131 Records and her touring band in the creepy, dusty, damp basement of Roboto Project. We sat down and talked about their tour, their adventures couch surfing, their EP For Avery, and the scene down in Richmond. It was a fun conversation. They absolutely killed it live. Sammi is one heck of a front woman, falling down while playing, taking the songs from the EP and just giving them a whole different life live. They were super, super good, super tight, and really cool people to talk to. It was really nice hanging out with them. And I hope listening to our interview is just as enjoyable for you as it was for me making it. So sit back and enjoy me talking to Sammi Lanzetta.
People my age make me anxious. I'm floating by while doing amazing shit. I wanna try, but I'm scared of my face. You said I guess it's just the risk you're gonna have to take.
Incubus, do you know what that means?
Sick beats and
Yeah, that's right.
pardon me.
Yeah, Incubus means hard rockin' top 40 hits.
Yes, that's what that means.
And
They're still making music.
House.
All right, well, do you guys want to start by introducing yourself? Maybe saying where you're from?
It's cool.
'Cause I'm getting to know everybody. We're recording.
Cool. Alright.
Take it away.
Oh,
We
wow.
start.
You're the one. You start.
I'm every woman. It's all me. I'm Sammi. I'm from somewhere in Virginia.
All right.
Justin, from Richmond.
David, also from Richmond.
I'm Caleb. I live in Richmond now, but I'm from Michigan.
What part of Michigan?
I grew up in Battle Creek,
Boo.
Michigan, which is where they make most of the cereal that you eat. So,
Oh, why are we
you
booing
know,
that?
yeah, exactly. We should all be very grateful for Battle Creek.
I have family near Grand Rapids. Is that near that?
Oh, yeah, not too far. I'm very familiar with Grand Rapids area.
They're like Wyoming, Michigan.
Wyoming, yeah.
Yeah.
I do know about Wyoming, Michigan.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
They had like a barbecue shop there, I think, or something.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Oh, you're from
Like an
You know,
hour.
Midwest.
Liar.
Midwest,
That
yes.
works.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not originally from Richmond, but
No.
we all live in Richmond currently.
Is there a good scene in Richmond? I know nothing about
Definitely.
Virginia
Yeah,
besides
there's
the beach.
a great scene.
But don't tell your friends to move.
Yeah, right.
Rent's too expensive.
I'm good. I just moved from Brooklyn. I'm good.
Oh, nice.
I'm good on
Yeah.
cheap Western Pennsylvania
Yeah.
rent.
Yeah, we were just in Brooklyn.
That's kind of the appeal
yesterday.
of Richmond to a lot of
Yesterday.
people.
That gets confusing, but yeah, we were there.
Yeah, you're just in Where'd you play?
We played at Mercury Lounge, which actually is Manhattan, but we were staying.
Slower man. It's still like the not horrible side.
Yeah,
Of it.
right.
I
We
never
drove
went
through
past
that
it.
horrible part of it on
Mhm.
our way out of town, you know. I don't know why, but my GPS is very determined to take us through all of Manhattan.
Yeah.
You went up to the GW, the bridge.
Yeah. Well, let's
It's the
see.
Lincoln
we
Bridge,
did
wasn't
the
it? Or Lincoln
no, we did
Tunnel?
the
Oh, you went
Lincoln
through the
Tunnel.
tunnel.
Yeah.
I was
But
gonna say that's taking
Nice.
you all the way up almost to the Bronx.
Oh,
That
yeah,
sucked.
okay.
I had to do that with a U-Haul.
Oof. Yeah, doing it with the
Brooklyn.
van is no.
No, I
We
can
also
only imagine.
hit that like just I don't know what we were thinking when we decided that we were gonna leave at like 4.
No, it was bad.
And like right as we were getting to Manhattan, we were like hitting like rush hour Manhattan, and we listened to the entire Purple Rain album sitting at like 2 stoplights.
Yeah,
so
we made
triumphant.
like 10 blocks.
Well, I was
tops
really
in the
confused because I
span
was
of Purple
asleep
Rain.
and I woke up and we were still in New York. I'm like, how is that possible? Like 2 hours have passed.
New York.
That was like a third of our trip was Manhattan.
There's like a beautiful, like 2-hour stretch in the middle of the night where you can get into the city no trouble. And I
Oh,
did
yeah.
it with my friends once. We hit the sweet spot. And I remember going over the Manhattan Bridge like, fuck yeah. Once you're in Brooklyn, you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's cool. How much longer do you have on this leg? Or how long of a tour are you doing?
This is actually just kind of a quick little like
Yeah.
Weekender,
yeah.
Oh.
so to speak.
Tomorrow we're
Long
going to
weekend
play
there.
Philadelphia and then we'll be done.
Foursome, if you
Cool.
will.
Where are you playing in Philly?
Or leaves.
Um, Yeah.
We've never played there, but we've heard good
So we
things.
got-
So.
Tonight and then tomorrow night, and then gotta go back to work this Sunday.
Gotta go feed our cats.
Oh, I had a struggle. I got up at 6:15 today to sling cakes and coffee to the people of Butler, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
That was
wow,
like-
yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, I don't have to work on Sunday, but
No, thank goodness.
It's my one day off.
I think I go in at 3 p.m.
on Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, we should probably leave Saturday night then, because that's...
Yeah, unless you guys want to. Sorry, I prefaced that with I work on Sunday nights, but
Yeah, well, either way.
I didn't really think about
Well, I'm
that
glad
too hard.
we could work this out. Figure it out, guys. Go ahead. Talk
Yeah,
schedule.
right. If you don't mind.
Hey,
Talk
for
shop.
For
This is the
everyone
real
listening,
inside
important-
baseball, really
right.
Guys have
detailed
communication, yeah.
minutia of our.
This is
Let me
how
see.
bands
I'm
work.
gonna-
Yeah.
This is what being
Gonna
in a
check
touring band is.
email schedule. It's really exciting.
Well, it's easy to think that you have all this shit figured out, but we just played with Fire's Motion from New Jersey
Oh,
last
yeah,
week.
I actually just booked them a show down
Yeah, I
in
was
Richmond.
gonna
They were
say
there on
they're
Wednesday.
in Richmond,
Yeah.
Oh, like right now on their tour, or they
Yeah,
just-
well, it was on Wednesday night, but
Oh.
it was like a show that I put together for
They're
them.
so good,
Yeah.
and they're so nice. Like they stayed with me. Adrian did my dishes. It was so
Oh.
nice. But they didn't have a place to stay. That was the thing. Like you think you'd have that figured out, but they're like, "Hey, can we
They
stay with
Oh,
one of you?"
totally
yeah.
never have that figured
I don't know.
out.
I've never told. I've only done like
some
little
Yeah,
bit.
days you
tell
do
your
and some days you don't.
partners,
Tomorrow
you can
will be.
stay in like
well,
a
tomorrow
dirty
probably.
basement with these people that you kind of know, and like get a spider crawling across your foot when you wake up in the morning.
I think we've
We've
fortunately
lucked
been
out.
in pretty good situations.
We've had some wacky ones.
I'm trying to think of like the weirdest place
studio.
we stayed.
The studio in
Oh
Brooklyn.
yeah, we stayed in.
With
Okay,
no
the first time we
lights.
played in
Electricity.
Brooklyn, this guy very confidently was like, "You can sleep in my studio," and I was like, "That sounds pretty cool." He's like,
It
"It's
sounded
across
really
the
cool
hall
at the
from
time.
Grandmaster Flash's studio." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, definitely go sleep in the
Sold.
studio." And so we get up there, and his studio is like a closet. Like it was like you opened it up, and it was just like, can 3 people stand?
Like
in here?
Futurama.
Like I'm not sure.
Like
Yeah.
Benny's apartment,
Yeah.
but legit
Yeah.
just a closet.
And it was like, you know, one of those things where like there's no windows, so we were in like
It's
pitch
3 p.m. by the way.
darkness and just
That was
like
the correct
woke
time I
up
gave
and we
you.
were like, I don't know what time it is. Like it's we're just in the middle of concrete.
I also went to
Is
the
Grandmaster
bathroom in the
Flash
middle
across
of the night.
hall?
I had no like memory of how to get back to
Yeah, it was
the
like
one.
a 10-minute walk.
Because
to get
all
to
of
the bathroom.
them looked the same, but every single studio, and I didn't remember which number it was, so I was like, oh, no, I left my phone inside, I'm never getting back, this is just where I live now, like in the bathroom.
That's probably the weirdest one. We also stayed with people in Ohio who it wasn't a bad sleeping situation, but their house was crazy. Like,
Oh, the.
Oh, in Cincinnati?
yeah.
Yeah, we showed up and like they really wanted to give us a tour, which is kind of weird because you're tired and like,
It's like
okay, like, I'll
3 in the
let you
morning,
give
like-
me a tour of your
This
house.
is
But
fiction.
then we quickly
Yeah.
found
I
out
got
why.
Max
'Cause
so nice.
we got up there and like their attic was all lined with shelves, like more shelves
Oh, it
than
was the
anyone could
basement,
ever
the
need. Well, no, it was the attic first. That's the thing. The attic was all carpeted and there were a lot of shelves.
Okay, backstory.
Empty shelves.
Both walls were. I mean, they had like found a couple uses for a couple, but
How many
nobody could
things
have
can
enough
you need
objects
shelves
to put on these shelves.
Like,
we were
we're
like,
talking
oh,
like
that's funny.
100 shelves.
And then they were like, you think that's a lot of shelves. And then they took us to the basement, and the basement was just like cavernous room after room of just like shelves.
I would
and shelves. And they're like,
realistically-
oh, you need more
Catacombs.
shelves? Pull open this trap door. There's more shelves behind
Yeah,
there.
there were
Very
empty
exciting.
shelves.
There was
We
like
also
there were
played Smash
walls
Brothers.
that
We did play
slid
Smash
and were
Brothers.
like on like tracks that would like rotate, or like there's a door in the middle of their basement that you opened up and you walked into, but the only place to go once you got in there was through another door, and then you were just back out.
You were in
It
an
was
episode
like
of
a door-
Scooby Doo.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was,
You
it was
were in
super
a escape
weird.
room, we think.
There was
I don't think
a
we've left yet.
there was a radio, like a ham radio built into the wall of the back room.
I went to sleep during
And
all
there
this. I
were
didn't get to see any of this.
Every row of shelves, of which again there were dozens and dozens of like shelving units or whatever. They were all wood.
Like,
kinda
honestly,
Do you know
hand-laid.
that Brendan Fraser movie, Blast from the Past?
Yeah, I love that movie.
That's what this is reminding me of.
Wait, is that
Maybe.
the same as
Christopher
Encino
Walken.
Man, or is that a
No,
No,
this
it's not
no
the
same
same.
same present.
Because that's what I'm getting out of that name.
Same idea.
And star.
Well, my favorite is when we don't have a place to stay, and like we were driving on that long tour, and we were like, it was like that 18-day tour, and we were in Memphis, and we're like, we like don't know anyone in Memphis. And we were just driving, and usually you can just post on Facebook, and like someone has a friend of a friend that will let you stay somewhere, or like you'll meet someone at the show. But we were really like, don't know where we're sleeping tonight. And then we like went to couchsurfing.com, and Jameson was with us, and he had like a lot of couch surfing reputation going on. And the only guy that offered us to sleep at his house was a nudist named Keith. And he like
Keith.
Oh yeah, no, he's like, I have room for everybody, but someone might have to share the master bed with me. And I was
But
like,
he like
well,
gaslighted us into
odd
thinking
right
we were
away.
the weird ones
Yeah.
for wearing clothes.
He was like, if you went to someone's house and they wanted you to take your shoes off, you would follow those rules, right? Because that's courtesy.
Wait, you stayed with him?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, did he
But,
immediately
like,
ask you
This
to
was,
get naked?
this was his
I
advertisement.
think
Oh,
we
Oh,
found
okay.
about it.
He's posting.
He did also mention that he had a hot tub, which okay, but the kicker was the thing about being a nudist came like pretty late into the email. Like,
Yeah,
it was
the
like,
whole
I have
email
this, I got
sounds
this, you can
normal,
do
and then
this,
all of a
I
sudden
can
he's
do
like,
this.
no clothing.
Also, you definitely have to be naked the whole time. And we were like, I don't know, that one might actually, maybe not. That's
He made me feel weird for like wearing clothes ever though. He was like, it's the classic respect thing, and I was like, why are you gaslighting me into getting naked in your strange home man from the internet? And
he was very polite. He signed
was-
it.
he seemed
He
very
signed
nice.
it XOXO nude hugs, Keith.
Nude hugs. Keith
You know,
sounds like
he
a
gave
swell
us-
guy.
That's right.
I'm sure he is a swell guy.
I was gonna say, I'm sure he's like
And like more
fine.
power
I
to
just don't know why I felt so obligated. I'm like, maybe we're in the wrong. Like maybe we should go.
Well,
He
he's
had,
not. I mean,
like,
he
a-
sets the rules for his house.
Look,
I
he-
understand. We don't have to be there. You know,
This man had a
weren't.
You
four-
take your
Oh, yeah, I
shoes
found the
off, you take your
message.
pants off, alright?
4.9 out of 5 star review
Yeah.
on Couchsurfing
Really?
with like
He said-
100 reviews.
Uh,
So I
Are
bet
you, are you a How I Met Your Mother fan? I'm sorry I keep referencing shows.
I've
Do you know the
watched
Naked
it.
Guy?
Yeah, the naked
That worked.
man.
The Naked Man worked.
Um,
You never know. You might have had the most like humbling, wholesome experience of your life.
Yeah,
making
right.
making
Really
Orville
rejected
Redenbacher popcorn with
Would
Keith.
have changed our lives. We all would like accepted our bodies more and like.
Do you guys want to hear the message? Are you interested in it?
Oh yes.
verbatim?
Okay. He says, "Hey Jameson, thank you for your request and thanks for identifying that you have sleeping bags. I have a roommate and another guest who are staying in the private rooms. I'm happy to share the master bedroom with one of you, and I have a comfy couch as well. As you read in my profile, I have a very unique lifestyle in that I am a nudist. My home is a nudist home, and I normally only host other nudists.
I did not read that.
Or
in his
those
profile, by the way.
couch surfers who are open-minded enough to practice the nude lifestyle themselves while staying with me. Couch surfing is all about respecting the home environment in which you find yourself. I believe in a nudist home, it's respectful to be nude, just as in a clothed home, it's expected to be clothed." Fuck, I clicked
Keith.
off of it. But, I'm sorry, can I say F in this?
Oh, of
It's a
course.
PG rated.
Fucking say it.
I
No,
already
it's all
did.
good.
You've opened up the floodgates now, man.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna skip to the last part where he just is like, yeah, I have a hot tub, would love to host you, nude hugs, ... Keith.
I
And
like
dot,
the
dot.
I like the dot.
that is
dot,
the closing of the
I'll be
clothing.
Why? Why add it?
Nude hugs.
Yeah,
nude hugs.
I'm waiting for you.
I'm waiting.
It's like I wonder if he would make the argument that there's nothing sexual about that because like when you're saying nude hugs, it's like that's I don't know. It's one thing to like.
I mean,
be
to him, that's just like
naked
a
around
clothed
each other.
hug.
I know.
think.
Do you
guess
say
so.
I'm gonna hug you and I might be naked? Is that better?
No, I
Or do you
don't-
not even bring up? Would
Oh
you rather
my
get
God.
I just feel like
surprised with
Don't
it?
be
if you're a
naked,
nudist,
yeah.
of all the ways you could
I
sign
saw that
off,
kind
of
of
all
weird.
the ways you could sign off as a nudist, but to say nude hugs, it's like you've really brought it to another level of intimacy there, where like we're
We're gonna be hugging.
Our dongs are
the
touching,
assumption
probably.
is that we are going to hug you upon
Yeah.
arrival. And if we've
Right.
already virtually hugged, then the only next step would be the real hug.
so.
Should have sent him an email, be like, "Sorry, I'm a never nude." There's dozens of us.
Could you just
We're
respect-
growing in numbers
I'll
by the
respect your
day.
lifestyle and you respect my lifestyle. And
How long has this project been a thing? In like what capacity?
like a year. Maybe.
Well,
A year?
I've played music as myself for a while. I think this like band lineup has been a few months in the running, but Caleb was like the first drummer I had for this project. Still standing.
I should have asked what y'all
Last
play.
man standing. David plays the trombone and Justin plays
Flugelhorn.
Oh,
that.
Thank you for having that information.
Whatever that was.
Yeah, I'm a drummer and trumpet player. If you actually,
I know we don't.
I
She's lying.
would have been down with it.
No, I wish I could play
What
some
drummer?
some
I
woodwind,
do play the
guitar,
drums. That one was true.
bass,
Bass.
Flugelhorn.
Sammy.
Flugelhorn.
Someone has to play flugelhorn.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Justin's
That's when you make
working
it
up
to the big leagues. You really gotta.
Right now we have those parts programmed in, and we just trigger the flugelhorns,
Beautiful.
some MIDI flugelhorns, but we're getting there.
Beautiful.
We also started a new
Eight-bit flugel.
group recently called the Millvale boys.
Yeah, we've been really inspired by Pittsburgh, and now.
Oh,
we're
Mr.
the
Smalls, Millville.
Yeah, yes,
Whatever
Millville
he
boys.
says.
When did you guys
Mr.
start that?
Smalls.
It was when I wrote that pretty cool song at the gas station yesterday.
Let's not.
What,
I don't
Sheets?
think we need to.
No,
I
but
thought it was today.
you'll see it. It's coming out soon.
It's hitting the airwaves.
Yeah.
Millville boys.
But yeah, this particular set of people, we've been playing together for like 3 months, I think. That's about right. But Sammy's been doing her thing.
How'd you guys meet?
I literally met Sammy because of this.
I would say Facebook. We
We
met.
met at a DIY house
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
2.5 years ago.
I don't know what happened.
Sammy and I-
Justin, I don't know how I met you either. It's just our house.
They just showed up
just
one
know each
day.
other.
We all
Yeah.
knew each other to some degree. Caleb and I have been friends for a while. I didn't really know Justin that well. Our bands had played together, so we all like had some.
Yeah, once you live in Richmond for a year, you know everybody there. Like, and you don't remember how you met anyone. You just.
Sammy and I literally were friends with each other on Facebook, and to this day, neither of us will admit or.
You literally
remember.
told me when you're drunk that you friended me.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
You already confessed.
You
not
already
sure.
confessed.
Isn't it weird when you meet someone in real life that you've been friends with on
I hate
Facebook
it.
for a while?
Constantly.
The dude
Yeah.
Brett who is
Yeah,
running the
maybe
show.
just
That
stop friending
what
people.
I just met him for the first time. We've been friends on Facebook for a while.
Yeah, that's the same for me. I don't know how I know Brett, because that was another thing where I was like, oh, I like looked up, this venue when I was booking the show here, and I was like, oh, Brett Shoemaker. I think I'm friends with that
But
person on
sometimes
Facebook, but
There was someone, I don't know if I met them, but I went to a house show in a not a house show, it was just a show, in a basement, in a plant shop in Pittsburgh. And I was just visiting Pittsburgh.
it was a shop show, not a house
Shop show.
Shop show.
Shop show.
And I went there, and they came up and talked to me, and they were just like, I don't know, I was just like, oh, I like your music. And then I realized that we were already Facebook friends, and I messaged them. And then we just ended up getting a show because of it in DC, and like that's how that happened, which is really weird because like none of that was related at all. But I don't know. Sometimes just shows happen. And you never know who's who, or who you know.
Lots of
Right.
virtual.
Lots of
Maybe
friends.
I know you. Maybe I'll accept your.
Everybody's friend.
Yeah.
Now in Pittsburgh, it seems like everyone's in each other's project and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's how a good community grows, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And you're
I think
pretty
so.
new here,
That's-
right?
Well, I'm from here originally. And then
Oh,
I
okay.
moved to New York for like 2.5 years because my girlfriend was going to school up there. And then it was just expensive, and we were coming down here to be with String Machine like every other month, so it might as well
Gotcha.
come down. And
Cool.
yeah.
Pittsburgh's a cool city.
Oh, I love
Pittsburgh's
Pittsburgh.
tight. Pittsburgh's tight.
Yeah, Brooklyn's cool too. Great
It
food.
is.
I discovered
Yeah.
Thai food, baba ganoush, and
Baba
arepas. Oh, is there a better dip?
Oh, it's so good.
So good. Mamoons up in New York. They're like a chain. Like they stretch from like New Jersey and shit. But I don't care. They have the best baba ganoush. I don't know what they're putting in it.
I've never had that.
I like eggplants in general. So
Mhm.
Oh,
yeah.
eggplant parm.
Do you like me some eggplant?
Very
natural.
tight.
Anybody want to say their favorite foods while we're on the subject?
Yeah.
Oh, I like seafood a lot. Blue
Seafood.
crab.
You
Why is that funny?
No, you were so confident.
I'm ready. I mean,
You were
like,
ready
it's an
with
easy
it.
question.
It's
Confidently,
like I could hear
like,
you sigh as if you wanted to pretend like you had to think about it.
No, I was not gonna
You're
like that's a
What kind of, like, just a blue
Blue
crab, like
blue
a
crab's
raw...
steamed. No,
No, just you're gonna
steamed blue
smear a blue
crab,
crab.
Dip it in a little white vinegar. My God.
You're just
White
gonna-
vinegar.
Yes.
Huh? Okay.
Don't let
Okay.
anybody tell you malt
Refined
vinegar.
We should get some crab.
I'm
Malt
ready.
vinegar on crab meat
I
is
figured
not the way
out.
to
I
go.
think I know.
I am a joke. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say pho.
Really?
I like tofu pho. I
What's your
like...
favorite food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I eat pho
It's so
constantly.
simple.
That's an
and
art
it's so
form.
good.
We like
It
had
takes
a
time.
we had
Yeah,
a
it
pho
is.
dinner bought for us recently, and it was really exciting. But I didn't know you were getting your favorite food for free. That's really exciting.
You did go in for the large bowl, so I guess
Yeah.
I should have known. I should have picked up on that right there.
Caleb, what about you?
I like cheese. Really love cheese.
You do. You've been fondueing, haven't you?
Yeah, I like a good
Oh.
fondue. I like a good just slice of cheese. I like it with, the whole smorgasbord of charcuterie things.
Mhm.
There's a place where
Plates.
there's a cheesemonger now in Richmond, and I'm pretty good friends with him.
Joshua
You're
Franklin?
getting in with the
I'm
monger?
getting, yeah,
Joshua?
that's who I'm referring to.
He was the first person I ever met in Richmond. He, like, came to my house, and we watched, Like Mike together.
He was like, "So are you the cheese?"
Have you ever been
Such a misogynist, I would rather slit my throat than be stuck in a house with you. You think someday you'll have everybody on your team. Think that you are mighty 'cause you claim that you quit drinking and you'll complain about me when I am only
So you put out an EP
Yeah. I
last
did.
year?
Yes. September?
October.
Sure. Yeah. October. September's when the single came out. And October is when the other 3 songs came out. Yeah. And it's January right now, I think.
Yes,
You got it.
we are into January.
We're actually at the end of January, which is
Oh, man.
Time goes
rent's
so fast.
due.
Is there any music in the horizon or anything?
No, I think I'm just done with
Oh.
forever. I'm kidding.
That's okay.
We're probably putting out an album sometime this year. But I just think it'd be funny if I was like, that's it.
clocking in at like 7 minutes. That's all the music I got. That EP is pretty quick. Whoever Pittsburgh City Paper, when they wrote about this show tonight, they were like, and the EP is under 10 minutes, which is pretty punk. It's like, yep. Yeah,
Like,
we definitely,
all
that's why
have
we did that.
ADHD.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
like,
know.
I literally cannot write a song for longer than like 2.5 minutes.
I think we
Same.
might have a 3-minute banger or two
Yeah,
at this
there's
point.
some of these ones got some sprawl. But
I find anytime I write a song more than 2 minutes, it just gets sad. Like they're happy until that point, and then they just start getting like I
Not
get
as
too
long
deep
as
into
you
my
keep that
thoughts.
up, yeah.
these start out sad, so maybe we'll get to a happy place.
That
Maybe
would
just
be
push
crazy.
through, and then suddenly the chords will be major
I
chords
doubt it.
instead of.
Doubtful.
Let's find it together. Let's dig
Find
through
the.
the crust.
Justin, what are you thinking about over there?
Sort of spacing out.
It's a pretty.
I was like, are you okay?
It's a pretty cold, dingy basement. I didn't even know they had a basement in Roboto.
I mean,
You
you
just feel
know,
that presence in the room, don't
it's
you?
got a lot of
Yeah, weird.
things in it.
Mm-hmm. There's a cool old microwave that came out of a
That
trailer.
is
I'm
the
sure.
Roboto, actually.
Is- Okay. Alright.
We found Roboto.
The more I'm looking around, there's an odd assortment of
There's
things
a
down here.
Stereo behind you. There's these shirts. I don't even know if I should be touching them.
Whoa, careful! I'm gonna call the cops if you touch one of
Wait,
those.
what are
Red
the-
Knights.
Red
Par
Knights
Ride.
Ride.
What?
Red Knights Ride. My last
This
name
has
is-
to be a biker thing.
Yeah.
Riding for a cure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I
Red
love
Knights.
the
The
Cure.
Red Knights.
Oh.
Pretty sweet name.
How about that? One last question. What's our favorite musicians, artists? And then we'll get out of the cold basement.
Oh gosh.
I can jump right on this right now, and I'm gonna.
Oh, this is your
Alright,
blue crab?
Seafood blue crab.
Yeah,
Go.
this is my blue crab. My favorite people making music right now are Always. I think that they're fantastic. Yeah.
Cool. I slept
David's
on their
like,
last
dang it,
album.
you stole mine.
That's a
It's
pretty.
good.
That's a pretty high answer.
That's why I was jumping on it, because I had a feeling that other people might try to take it.
Yeah,
But
we've been listening to their new album. That's gotten a lot of mileage in our.
yeah, you
in
said
our-
you haven't listened to it.
Yeah, I
at all?
slept on it last year.
it's really
What?
Very good. Very good.
I've been weird. Like it's hard to listen. Like I had a week where I just listened to "Between Days" by Red House Painters for a week straight. That was the only song I listened to.
Nice. That's the way to do it sometimes. Just oversaturate. You
Yep.
know.
I've also been on a big Prince
Squeeze
kick,
it.
but that's a very very different direction.
You need to listen to Mono Neon.
Okay.
He has a great Instagram account. He was like Prince's last bassist. He plays with
Huh.
like Ghost Note. He's a jazz,
awesome.
but he just does a lot of like taking people's clips from Instagram and like playing along to them. A lot of Cardi B. Like a Snoop Dogg one. There's a Chris Brown one that's like, oh, it's so good. He's drunk. Oh, it's so good. You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
My man.
I can get
It's the
into that.
best song of 2018.
Wow.
I'm into it.
Already, just call it.
Yeah, if I could get service, I'll show you it.
My personal answer, I guess, then would probably be by default the band Landlady from New York. Are you familiar with them?
No, I never heard of them.
They're amazing. Just
Landlady
really
are
kind of
pretty
art rock kind of, but sort of sounds like if Randy Newman could like had better pitch and wrote like weird riffy art rock stuff, and it's a lot of organ. It's
Oh.
really strong material.
You have my attention.
Yeah, hit it up.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
It's a tough one. Like making music right now
Oh, whatever.
or whatever.
I say-
Right now, favorite all time.
Probably Mid-Lake.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mid-Lake a lot.
I like
Are they newer? I never. heard of them.
They're the height of their prowess was like between 2006 and 2010, I think.
It was a
They're
good
sort of
one.
like they're still going now, but they like lost their lead guy, who was kind of my favorite. But I don't know. I just always like sort of gravitated to them.
Cool.
I also
I have
like
a lot of favorites, really.
that you just
Right.
tossed the word prowess into that sentence.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a nice word to slip in. Good job.
Very
Thank
good.
Good job.
Your prowess is most impressive.
I don't know. I have a default favorite. That's like just my running favorite of all time, and it's like always Courtney Barnett. Just Always and forever. Alex Leahy has recently like entered the boxing ring and is like my favorite.
That was a strong
songwriter.
contender for me. I was trying to decide whether to say Alex Leahy or.
Alex Leahy is like that last album was really really good. Really good.
Giving me some homework.
Yeah.
She's a new favorite.
She's tight. Yeah.
All good answers, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
It's so nice meeting all of you. I'm
Yeah,
excited to play a show.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Music.
Now we get to
Yeah, now we get to do the cool thing.
We had a day off and it's like throwing me off.
We just tune up the flugelhorn. Oh, wait, that's
I want you to grow up with the world inside of your palms, like a box of matches, waiting to be struck. But before you light a flame,
Go like Sammi Lanzetta on all the places you can. Go buy their albums. Go see them live when they're in your town. For real, great people making great music. Thanks so much for listening to this episode, guys. I really appreciate you. You know you got to just tune in every Friday for new content from us. We got an exciting episode for you next week getting made. It's real cool things happen here at the No Static at All camp. Real exciting things happening indeed.
Brooklyn, NYC.
Don't forget, if you're in the area, March 24th, to come out to Pet Rescue to help us raise money for gun awareness. Big Bliss, Logan X, Headless Elvis, and Bizarre Sharks will be there. It's only $5 and it's going to be one heck of a time. Remember to go show some love to Ghost Pressure, the Sonder Bombs, and Birdgangs. And as always, tune in every Friday for more No Stack at All. I'm Ian, saying see you later, everybody. I'll catch you next week.
No static. No static.